Half of likely voters believe Biden's re-election would increase the chances of a U.S. involvement in a foreign war, where they do believe 39% believe the same if Trump was elected. Conversely, 43% say that Trump would decrease our chances of involvement, and only 23% of voters polled say they have the same faith in our current president, Joe Biden. Well, our next guest has never pulled any punches when it comes to her thoughts over President Biden's foreign policy moves. Wyoming Congresswoman Harriet Hageman joins us here on Newsline. Congresswoman, pleasure to have you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, so another disastrous poll for Biden, but specifically this one points to exactly where we are with foreign involvement, and people just have zero confidence that we will have a peaceful world with Joe Biden as president. Your reaction to that CBS poll?
I think that the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and the reality is that since Joe Biden took office, the world has been in a conflagration. You look at what has happened in Ukraine, you look at what has happened in Israel on October 7th, and the fact is that Joe Biden is a very weak president, and as a result, he is projecting weakness around the world. And I have often said that a weak America makes for a very dangerous world. We're seeing that in spades right now, and I think that so much of this can be laid at his doorstep, just because of the feckless policies that they have attempted to implement. First of all, they're terrible at messaging. You never know what their position is, and then when they finally take a position, usually it's the wrong one.
Yeah, it's so true. And now with the war in Israel, we've actually just seen sort of the true hatred and anti-Semitism from members of Congress. I mean, this is a tweet from Ilhan Omar over the weekend here. She is claiming that U.S. policy is that Netanyahu has no achievable goals in Gaza, implying that we seek to financially aid his efforts to bomb refugee camps. And when you have talks like this, you know that Biden is obviously, impacted in trying to obviously appease some people, as he's done with support for Iran, Congresswoman.
Well, and that's another problem that you have with both the Obama and Biden administrations. They not only sought to appease Iran, they have funded them to the tune of billions and billions and billions of dollars, not just in the direct payments, which are bad enough, with the most recent one being $6 billion, but the fact that they have lifted the embargo in terms of their ability to sell oil. That has increased their money in their coffers by $80 billion just since Joe Biden took those positions. And as a result, again, we're seeing what's happening when you've got Iran on the ascendancy, and they're on the ascendancy because you have people like Joe Biden and his cabinet members, and the people within the State Department and the Defense Department, as well as Ilhan Omar. Why anyone would listen to her is beyond me. The woman absolutely does not know what she's talking about. She's incredibly dangerous. She takes terribly dangerous positions. She's obviously anti-Semitic and anti-Jewish. She is someone who does not belong in Congress, but at the same time, that's who the Democrats are taking their marching orders from. And it is, again, why we have the situation in the Middle East. When we do not have strength, when we do not project to the world that we're willing to do what it takes to keep the world safe, this is the consequence.
And our U.S. troops over there being attacked every single day, Iranian proxies not afraid to go after them. It is so frightening and clearly leading into some of those voters and that CBS News poll. Congresswoman Harriet Hageman, a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much.